Guys? Fair Fight Podcast back at you. We're going to do a little quick one today. We're going to do an episode on the Conor McGregor fight. First of all, let's go over Michael Chiesa versus Neil Magny card real quick.
This one was a nail biter for me. I bit off all my nails. I have no nails left.
Yeah, crazy finishes here and there.
Yeah, it was a good card overall.
It was like watching two greased otters trying to get down on prom night. It was
a lot of grappling. We talked about it in the last show too. I was like, it's going to be weird after Saturday's slugfest to see like this grappling main event. But it delivered.
It was exciting to watch.
Yeah, it was nice.
I think even for casuals.
Yeah.
It was a great fight.
There was there was so many attempted slip out the back doors in so many seconds.
It was a scramble contest, basically.
You said they looked like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. At one point, it's like they were. I don't even know how they were fitting together.
At every back take, there was like a Granby. You know,
pretty good.
One
pretty
of
good
them
shit.
did a Granby like 5 times in a row, like when they try to take each other's backs.
Yeah, just reversal and reversal and reversal.
Yeah.
And fucking more Rubik's Cube shit.
And are we talking about how the fight ended?
It just went to decision.
Well, it's no secret. Yeah. Chiesa took the decision.
I'm talking about how Chiesa handled his win.
Oh, the call out. Yeah. Well, okay. The thing about Chiesa and I don't know why I didn't think about it. It's like, if he's going to win, he's going to have a super sweet call out because he works for the production crew. He even knows the best way to do it. Probably comes out with this killer and a little political, call out. He's like, "Election's over, boy. I'm coming for you next, Colby." Some shit like that.
Whoa,
I liked it. It was very well executed, well thought out too. So
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
I'm glad to see. What's funny is he came out listening to Ted Nugent, which immediately put a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, nah, the Motor City Madman's a bad person, and I don't agree with him. But, Stranglehold, whatever. We all played Guitar Hero.
Hey, man,
But then, he puts Colby Covington's ass on the line immediately, and he's like, I got to.
That's a bad matchup for him, and he said it in an interview himself.
For Colby, you think?
No, it's a bad matchup for Chiesa.
Yeah.
He admits it, but I mean, that'd be a really hard fight for him. But we'll see if he gets it. Props to Neil Magny.
I think Jorge is going to get a shot at him first.
I want to see that. Yeah.
I want to see that before.
I'm still trying to see Jorge and Leon Edwards and Jorge and Colby Covington.
Right.
Those are just like two beefs that need to be squashed. Yeah. But props to Neil Magny. He put up a really good fight, but who knew Chiesa was just a level above on the ground,
All right, I don't want to, I'm not a fighter. I'm not going to be like, did you make the best decisions or whatnot? But did he put up the best?
He was literally working the entire time. He was in
dominant position.
He was fighting for his life, but he wasn't I don't know, he had striking range on the guy, and he just never seemed to utilize it to me.
Yeah, maybe there was a couple times.
He kept trying to wrestle with him.
He had his moments, but that's Chiesa's thing, though. He's a jiu-jitsu guy.
But I'm saying
he's a specialist.
Magny's chasing him around the ring. He lands like a handful of punches, and then I see Magny going for trying to get the takedown, and I'm like, what are you doing, bro? You could get the takedown. It's not going to work out for you.
Yeah, I agree. Framing off and striking probably would have been the play there.
And you were saying that the commentators were kind of not doing their jobs. They were just sort of...
Yeah, so...
they were basically just explaining what was happening.
Without, your Brendan Fitzgerald or your Joe, or I think actually somebody else wasn't able to work because they were sick. Can't remember who, but it's like there was a lack of color commentation big time. I'm like, I literally have to talk to myself about these positions and stuff because I'm not hearing it from the guys. I mean, they're awesome. I'm not trying to put them down or nothing, but... Yeah, there was a lack of that in this card, but there won't be on Saturday because you're gonna have
even on the main card specifically.
Yeah, yeah. They just really weren't talking.
I felt like they described the positions they called it out.
It could have been like Microsoft.
When I saw Granby, they were like, "Oh, Granby." When they were in the lockdown position, I was like, "Oh, that's the lockdown."
Well, the main event fight was a little better executed than the rest, but
it felt like they could have said, "We hired IBM's Watson to dictate what's happening in this fight."
Who was doing it in this one? It was Dominic Cruz.
No, Dominic. That would have been better color commentary.
Wasn't it DC and somebody
DC, Bisping, I believe.
It was like a British guy, too, I think.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, though. But
No, it was not Bisping. Was it Bisping? No, it wasn't
I
Bisping.
think he was there. Anyways, regardless, so
there
Worley
any other-
Alves came out. He showed out against the Sniper, who I thought was going to take the fight. That was pretty wild. I didn't think Alves still had that kind of fire in him, but
Yeah, this was
that dude looks mean, and he looks strong, and he looks like he just straight overpowered him.
I was immediately scared for Lazez 30
Yeah.
seconds in. I'm like, this guy wants it. This guy wants it so much more than you. And Lazez never really, I don't know. I feel like I walked away from this not even aware of what Lazez could do because Alves just came at him so hard. He never had a chance to, I don't know if he's a striker or a grappler or what. I just saw the man getting worked and running for his life.
Probably saw like a Boss Rutan DVD before the fight.
I've seen Boss Rutan.
Like, he just went for the liver shot.
Just the liver kick.
The liver shot.
I've seen the Boss. See, it's funny because there's like I know like early UFC when it was like when Buffalo Wild Wings was blowing up and everyone was going, and then it's like that Chuck Liddell era, and then there's like a 5, 6, 7 year gap until I started hanging with, until like Khabib kind of blew up. That's kind of when I jumped back in.
All right. Yeah, you missed some good stuff then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
it's
missed
all right.
the era.
We'll get you learnt. Let's go over the rest of the real fast. We're actually we have to go to work. All right, to be honest, we got jobs, so we got to do this show real quick. But cannot leave anybody out. Viviana Arroyo
Roxanne.
defeats Roxanne Modafferi. Fuck, I was kind of pissed off about that. A little bummed. I love Roxy. She's awesome.
She's got like 40, almost 50 fights on her.
Oh, dude, yeah, like
On
a
her
veteran,
fucking record,
straight
yeah.
up. Mario Akhmedov takes Tom Breese, which is very surprising. Ricky Simone locks a submission in round 2 on Perello. Everybody saw that coming.
Sue Mandarji versus Adashev.
Yep, Sue takes it, decision round 3. Lots of decisions in the prelims. Francisco Figueiredo wins his fight. That's cool. Round 3 decision.
That last name threw everyone for a loop. For a second.
We just thought it was
Everyone
funny.
was like, "Oh wait."
Your boy
Yeah,
Mike Davis.
Dominant win. Did you see that one?
I didn't
That was a
actually
good
get to
one.
watch that fight, to be
That was
honest
a good
with you.
one.
But I'm glad that
He beat an undefeated guy,
nice.
which is pretty scary.
Gave him his first L.
He was. I gotta give it to Mason Jones. That he's a fucking zombie. He just keeps walking forward.
Well, you know,
Just eats just the craziest shots.
you took him, so I'm on your team with that, buddy.
Yeah.
I believe you. You're pretty good with these predictions. I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of smoking me.
Yeah.
Umar Nurmagomedov secures his win, still undefeated.
Khabib was in his corner too, which was that was a wholesome moment, I guess.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to have the guy around.
Yeah.
It was an anime moment. Brother,
Yeah.
whether you win or lose, I believe in you, brother. Then Umar just breaks the person's neck.
Yeah, and then jumps out of the cage and attacks some pedestrian.
Leaves the octagon covered in blood.
And then we saw a French woman just absolutely obliterate this poor woman.
I did see a clip of that. That was an exciting first fight.
It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
It was really like.
Hey, sometimes you're the nail, sometimes you're the hammer. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah. Victoria
Yeah.
was definitely the nail. Absolutely.
Is that Manon Fiorot? Fiorot?
Yeah, she's Firo, I think.
Okay. Fiorot.
But she was just absolutely obliterating this girl.
All right, guys. UFC 257. It's finally fucking here. It's like the Super Bowl.
Yeah, if Conor McGregor's name is on it, it's like
That's
people
it.
are taking
This
off
is
of
the
work.
It's the big game.
Yeah.
Did you tell us about that press conference that they had?
Alcohol sales go up.
Press conference. Weird, right? Was it not weird?
It's just the same as last year's with Cerrone. It's like this is the Conor we knew that was like you know,
I guess it was kinda
very
like Cerrone,
bombastic. The bombastic Conor, very rude. That I think that's gone. I don't think that's there anymore.
It was
They're like up there talking about being dads and shit. like all of them. They're like, oh, there's like 4 dads on the card.
He's
you know?
trying to sell proper.
And it's like,
12.
yeah, it's like my opponent is a dad, and then Conor's like, you're a dad too. I'm a dad. We all have kids. And it's like it's a really humbling experience to be on this. Yeah, it was really weird. And then Dustin was like, I don't mean to pat anybody on the back, but Conor has a kid.
And he's like, he donated a massive amount to my foundation.
Yeah, and he's like, you're doing a good thing, brother. You're doing a good thing. And I was like,
you
it's
guys,
so fucking like
they've become dad rock.
Yeah, and Conor's like kind of got him in his pocket.
I saw Mass.
I think the same thing happened last year.
I remember when
he's like, I know Cerrone just had a kid. It was like,
man, I remember when Mastodon put out Once More Around the Sun, and it sounded like a Corrosion of Conformity album or something.
I remember Cock.
And
that's old school.
No one knew what was. Everyone was like, "What is this albatross adjacent nonsense?" And Mastodon's like, "Listen, we're dad rock now. We're not the guys that made Blood Mountain, and we're never gonna be those guys again." And I think Conor can never throw, a loading dolly. He's too big.
Yeah, but I think that'll still be a shtick. Like even later in his career, they'll have like a styrofoam dolly that he can just throw as like a.
It's because he.
Or he goes into WWE or something like, and he goes into WrestleMania and he starts throwing fake dollies at people. Like
you don't think like.
He could cash in on
that. Did like boost the sales.
He only numbers I'm just going. His highest moments of shit talking have not worked out for him.
Yeah, they have. They've all worked out.
They've worked out for him monetarily.
For the best, actually. That's what built that's
the most shit he talked was Jose Aldo, and that was the fastest knockout. He's also
every fight like he just roasts every fighter and predicts the knockouts pretty like accurately. Like he's like, I'll knock him out in the second or first round, and then he knocks him out in like the second or first round. And this is like that was his whole UFC career. Every fight, this is what got him up to the top so fast. Is that? But he's just like the Babe Ruth of like MMA almost right now. We're just seeing him kind of miraculously just.
Diaz and Khabib is his only like.
Yeah, that was his only hurdle, and those were the 2 fights.
And they beat Diaz.
Hurdle. Yeah,
dude's like. Ariel Helwani said he's underrated, Conor McGregor, the other day. He said most underrated fighter in the UFC. Well, that's a stretch, but he is kind of underrated in his physical ability and stuff like that. Like, people just think about how hype he is, mostly. But the dude can, it's hard to put him down. Probably not going
Especially, like, it seemed like the sky, there was, like, no limit for him. You know, at a point where he was just talking shit about Eddie Alvarez in front of everybody.
Yeah.
It's just like...
But he came out and performed every time.
And it's just weird to see, like, a tame Conor now. A Conor that's super respectful and low. Like, he kissed Cerrone on the forehead at the end of his last fight.
That's kind of weird.
But is Cerrone talking shit?
No.
Yeah, but I'm saying
they were talking shit to each other like 4 years ago. Like Cerrone was like, "We're too strong for you, man."
At that press conference, Cerrone
was like, "We're too strong for you, man." Like
Cerrone was wearing the coolest fucking suit I've ever seen at that press conference.
Yeah,
he outdid Conor like times 10 in the in the dress up, but it was tight. It was like some snake skin like sport coat. It was like, what the fuck, dude? But yeah, Cowboy's cool as shit. He looked cool in his he had his cowboy hat or whatever. You know what I mean? Couldn't see the light on his face.
Yeah, it's always
like a video game character.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. All right.
I don't know. I just think he's getting into this weird hokey exhibition fight stuff. I think he's going to be fighting Ronald McDonald in a few years, and
I think he's going to be fighting like
gorillas.
He's going to be fighting in the WWE or something. That's honestly.
I hope
what
not.
I'm thinking.
That is worst case.
I think that's exactly where he's going. Or he's going to try to become an action movie star or something.
He already has his own movie out.
Let's go over these prelims real fast. We'll roll through them. Khalil Roundtree versus Marcin Prashno, I think. I'm not too great with the names, but I try as hard as I can. Khalil Roundtree, I've seen him fight a lot. Just by seeing him, I'm going to say he's probably going to take this one.
Just by activeness?
Yeah, he's real dangerous. Knockout power. He's got a lot of knockouts. Juliana Pena versus Sarah McMahon. You know, I'm leaning towards Sarah McMahon in this one now because I've been watching these UFC embedded vlogs and shit, and like this girl is kind of nuts when it comes to the training. Like she's literally on the plane. Everybody else is sleeping through the whole 15-hour flight, and she's like doing 10 hours of working out in the middle of like the aisle and shit.
Ferguson shit right there.
Right?
Dude.
Yeah. It is kind of like
Just
essence of Tony.
nonstop.
Yeah.
But
But
like Goku levels.
that
of,
gives me
like,
confidence in her. So I think Sarah McMahon might pull this one together. You know, decision win or something. Brad Tavares versus
Yeah, I
Antonio
seen him
Carlos
fight.
Jr. What do you think about this?
I'll put my money on Tavares
Hmm.
just because. I don't know. I'd never actually seen Antonio Carlos.
I'm going the other way.
I put it on a junior. He's got shoes to fill.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, he's got to make
Yeah, he's got
senior
this
proud.
weight on his shoulders.
Antonio
That's-
Carlos is gonna be there, like, get him, my son,
Mm-hmm.
my son. And you're gonna hear like a rattlesnake tail.
Tavares is on a bit of a skid, but he also doesn't fight that often anymore. So,
I'm familiar with him. So I'm just
yeah, I'll go Antonio on this. This one's exciting. The headliner of the prelims. You got Arman Surkan or Surkyan, Nazareth
Hakparas?
Hakparas. Yeah, I always fuck that one up.
He looks like-
Nazareth,
That's a
He looks
two-hander
like
of a name.
Gastelum.
dude, Nazareth is so fucking good. He does kind of look like a even little.
I thought that was
Gastelum.
Gastelum.
He's got
for
like
a
an
second.
Easter Island head.
This dude has volume out the ass, energy, fucking stamina. Nazareth is like literally coming up in
Volume
this
out the
division.
ass.
Yeah, like literally, I think he's gonna come up like Max Holloway style, just shoot up
Yeah.
the rankings.
He's balls deep, dude.
Yeah, his balls are in it.
His balls have volume up the ass.
Whoa, they're heavy balls. I use my volumizing ball shampoo.
Gives my balls body. Gives the balls on my body.
This is the second show in a row balls have come up. I don't know why that is.
Wait till we start talking about cubes, bro.
We'll figure something out there. All right, on to the main card. Boom. Amanda Hebos, Marina Rodriguez. This fight should be way further up on the card. I'd say like,
Past Jessica I?
yeah, past Jessica I and JoJo for sure.
Okay.
Jessica I sounds like a TV show that's on Fox. You know,
Well, I think
after The Simpsons.
I think both these girls are ranked higher. Not only that, but they have better records and they're more exciting to watch. I love JoJo. Like I think she's a good fighter and all, but I think this Hebos Rodriguez fight is going to be like the sleeper fight of the night. It's going to be a good one, and
Okay.
I'm taking Hebos, 100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Any predictions on that one?
I think the logical way is Hebos as well. It's just more impressive highlights.
I agree. She's killing people right now. All right, Odd Man Azatar, Matt Frivola, Steamroller. What do you think?
Wait, which one?
Matt Frivola, Odd Man Azatar. Matt Frivola is like ginger looking dude here.
I don't see him on the card.
Yeah, it's. I don't think they took it off. That would be weird, unless somebody.
I don't see it.
This could
Yeah.
be breaking news. Maybe it's been canceled, but if it does happen, I'll take Azatar. If it doesn't, I'll take Jesus to win. So, all right, Jessica I versus JoJo Calderwood.
I want to go with my girl, Jessica I.
Oh man,
Gotta go with
It
that.
sounds like a cyborg.
Jessica I does.
Jessica I, like lowercase I.
Oh, her name
not
sounds
into
like a
that?
cyborg, but her voice sounds like a cigarette smoker of like 300 years.
Nice.
Hey, how you guys doing? I'm gonna win this fucking fight, I swear to God.
Okay, so she was serving pie at a diner before.
Oh,
the-
she's still doing that, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
I serve. I'm a millionaire,
Yeah.
but I serve pie on the side.
You
It's
know, my
like,
UFC.
what do you want, cream and sugar in your coffee, boo boo? She's one
That's,
of.
that's literally what she's doing. But
I want her to win for everyone working at a Waffle House.
Like cafeteria.
she was
lady
on the
voice.
Pauly Shore.
What you want for lunch?
She was on the
Puff Mama
Pauly Shore
chili?
podcast. If that tells you where she's at in life, you know what I mean.
Oh, she's on She rides with Pauly Shore.
She tried to be his co-host. She was like in a little like small reality show competition that Pauly Shore had.
The Weasel.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She wanted to be around that for 8 hours a day.
Jessica I is my hero.
That tells you plenty.
I want Jessica I to be my dad.
You see, she's not a bad girl.
She's not a bad girl.
She's alright, but I think JoJo's gonna take her.
Little Jojo, this is how we talk. I don't know how to talk any louder than this.
I hope JoJo gets out right now. It's the end of her and me. Sorry.
Well,
I'm so sorry, guys.
JoJo's good, man. Don't let her little voice fool you. She's a badass.
And next we got Den Hooke. This
All
is
right.
Michael Chandler.
This is it. The Hangman ends up being the challenge for Michael Chandler.
It's
Didn't
New
really think
Zealand
that was gonna
versus
happen.
Chandler or America.
Well, I don't want to see it that way. You know what I mean? Being
Why not?
American. Because
That's
you're in
how I see
America
it.
and we're American, man. But
Because Dan Hooker was shitting on American wrestling. He's like, he thinks he has his American wrestling, but you know, well, we have our own techniques, you know that. And it's just like, quit talking shit on American wrestling.
He's confident in his coaching and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eugene Behrman out there, City Kickboxing, one of the best gyms in the world.
Also, he's been in the UFC longer, and that's like the big factor here. Is like he's just been fighting higher caliber fighters for like much longer than.
Yeah, but Chandler's
Michael
got
Chandler.
Yankee ingenuity.
I hope he does, man. That's what I'm praying for. That's what I'm putting my money on, man.
Dan Hooker, it's like, bro, you're like, I hope Michael Chandler hits Dan Hooker so hard that they add him to the Christchurch shooting casualty.
Damn. I mean, he's got punching power, but for the simple fact that Chandler got beat by Patricio Pitbull, I'm gonna take Dan Hooker because I look at people's previous fights, like Dan Hooker's fighting all these legends and shit, and Patricio Pitbull came up and beat you, bro. Like, come on, he's like a little guy from Bellator, real little guy. So I don't got a lot of confidence in Chandler against Hooker, especially. So I'm going Hooker.
I had to go with Chandler. Dude.
I love me a hooker.
This is Michael Chandler's debut, UFC debut, man.
That's cool and all,
Oh,
but
snap.
he's just gonna have to
Sorry.
he's gonna have to make his way up the rankings like anybody else.
Yeah. And what's your prediction for the moment you've been waiting for?
Oh, do I have to state the obvious on the main event? Is that what we're doing?
Do I?
Yeah, Conor McGregor all the way. Knockout in the first round.
1 round KO.
The left hand.
But then at the same time, he was like, I want a little more out of this one, but we'll see.
That's just bullshit. We will see something different because Kavanaugh slipped up on
Yeah, he
a
said-
game plan. Yeah.
I almost don't want to say it.
Nobody listens to this shit. We're good.
I mean, like he's like, oh, it slipped out. It was on Ariel Hawani, and he was like, oh, we've been training in the orthodox
yeah.
stance, and then he's like, wait, it's like, could you, cut that?
and
Could
of
you cut
course
that
he-
out? And then like Hawani was like,
Of course,
yeah,
Helwani did not
Yeah,
because
and
he's
he didn't.
a dickhead. But
fucking asshole. But that's
Yeah.
interesting though. That's crazy.
uh,
I don't know what he's trying to do there.
he's always been able to switch back and forth. Though I really don't know what the thing is there, but he might be looking for like the right head kick at the,
Or he might
in the beginning of
be
the
trying
fight.
to like throw off the opponent's game once, like
Or it could be like it's gonna be some crazy like kick. I'm telling you, he's gonna like try to put him out
He's
like
been
he did
working on the
Cerrone.
kick.
Let me ask
Yeah.
you this.
He's been working on kicks this whole time.
Because this is what I didn't feel before in the Cerrone match. Do you think Poirier thinks he can win this?
Oh, really?
Truthfully, I
Because
don't.
that's like when
No.
when Cerrone's like, yeah, I'm fighting Connor. It was like you could hear in his voice.
Nah.
He was like,
Truthfully,
he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go get beat by Connor.
and he already got like he got put down very fast in the first fight. Like anybody like somebody that beats your ass on the street and you see them again, you're gonna be like, well, that could easily just happen. Like, you know what I mean? There's gonna be some kind of mental it works against Poirier. That's for sure. The first fight.
You think that's gonna be a big? Oh, you think the last fight is holding him back a little?
Mentally, it's going to. It's got to.
Because he was saying he was really quiet.
He was super confident in that first fight, and he got put out.
Yeah, but that's because he got angry. He fell into Connor's like mental, like
The shit talking.
the psychological torture that Connor.
I'm not
puts
saying
on his
Dustin don't
opponents.
have a chance, you know what I mean? But Connor's very highly likely to win this.
I mean, like, I just can't wait. I don't know what's gonna happen.
We will see. Yeah. You guys got anything else to add before we cut it?
I think that's about it.
All right. This has been another episode of Fair Fight. Appreciate you guys watching, listening, whatever it might be. See you next time.